my car. Yeah, I think that if you feel like you're going to have your property destroyed because of a purchase that was retroactively deemed to be evil, then yeah, you're probably on the wrong side. Look at this.
Now she says she feels targeted.
Damaging a personal vehicle does not affect Elon. If anything, it's giving him more money to fix the vehicle that you damaged. It's not damaging who you're thinking it is.
Just before 6 p.m. on Thursday, Abigail Gale and her family were seated for dinner at Olive Garden. Over an hour later, they left, and what they found waiting for them was shocking.
Quite a lot of damage. This side as well, which as you can see, this side, it even looks like it affected above the tire.
Yep.
This is a lot more damage.
This comes less than a week after a possible arson at a Tesla dealership in Kansas City.
Rush is disabled? Yeah, of course. That's what I was saying, is that this is why these people will lose the optics war, and they will look like retard. Like, they look like really, really stupid terrorists, because that's basically what they are. This is what these people are doing. It's straight up friendly fire. She probably faked it. Oh, I don't know if she faked it or not. I mean, if there's a camera that shows it's happening, right?
Believes her brand new Tesla was targeted because of the current political climate and perception of Tesla CEO Elon Musk.
But it felt really disappointing that this is happening in such a great country, a great state. So for this to be happening in Kansas, of all places, is super shocking.
Well, it only takes one person.
Her family has had discussions around if it's even safe to be driving a Tesla anymore, in part because of incidents like hers. If she could send a message to the man who keyed her car.
Yeah, and it's another, you know, you can see again, it's another pajama-wearing white liberal that's going around acting and role-playing as Che Guevara. Yep.
Incidents like hers.
What a surprise.
If she could send a message to the man who keyed her car, it's this.
You have put a very big crisis on me because physically I am in a wheelchair. I just hope that he definitely gets the correct punishment.
This.
You have put a very big crisis on me because physically I am in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I just hope that he definitely gets the correct punishment. I hope he pays all of the damages. It is well over $1,000, possibly over $10,000 of damage. I hope that the Wichita police continue to find him.
Yale tells me she contacted the Wichita Police Department almost immediately and says they're still waiting for answers.
Well, hopefully they find the person and arrest them. That's what it is, man. And you'll see the lack of accountability from the left. It's not my fault. Your Tesla got damaged. It's Elon's fault. Yeah, handicapped Tesla driver. Shit, that's bad. Yeah. And she isn't that disabled at all. She's using a scooter. I can cross her legs. I'm quadriplegic, and I use an extra electric wheelchair. I know what disabled is. So you're saying that she's not disabled enough, so it's okay to like, basically, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that, like, for example, like, there's a lot of reasons why people use wheelchairs. Like, for example, like, some people use wheelchairs because they're literally paralyzed. Other people have different nerve problems. Some people are able to walk and, like, get up out of the wheelchair momentarily, but they're not able to walk long periods of time because I think, like, sciatic nerve damage, for example. And like, there's a whole spectrum of this, right? So there's not LeBron James or quadriplegic iron lung, right? The reality is that you have a lot of people in the middle here. And if some, like, you really think she are we really going to go are we going to go the distance and say that this woman bought a wheelchair for sympathy? I mean, because if you're saying that, you losing your fucking mind, right? I mean, you're losing your mind. And I think that if that's what you're doing and that's what you're trying to say, you are clearly just fucking treading water and drowning, and you're like, no, she's faking the wheel. It's not a real wheelchair. It's fake. She's not really disabled. You are totally drowning. This is, oh, you've already lost. Okay. And so disability, yeah, can we get a disability tier list in here? Because, like, there's one, I mean, okay, actually, you know what? We've made enough woman jokes recently. I was gonna say, you know, anyway, let's move on. So, yes, And to be fair, what is the rest of this? And to be fair, we have trans people keying and lighting cars on fire because they're mad at a guy for exposing fraud. Anything's possible. Yeah, sure. But like, my point is that, you know, if you're trying to figure out a reason why this isn't as bad as it is, you are part of the problem, and history will view you as the aggressor. Like, when you attack a person in a wheelchair and you destroy their property indiscriminately for some disconnected political goal, you are the bad guy. You're the one that did something wrong. You're the one that's not, you know, helping anything. You're the one that's committing the crime. Like, in 5 years, everybody is going to look at this and say, wow, what a fucking embarrassment. This is pathetic. Did you see Musk calling out Hassan? No, I didn't see that. I'll have to go and take a look at it. But let me go back and make sure, see if there's anything else about this that I was going to see. No, this is really the only part of it that I was going to look at. But either way, it's pretty embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. And I hope that the people, and this is the other thing, is that I actually think that videos like this hurt the optics of, like, these Tesla terrorists more than anything, because it destroys the argument that, you know, they're fighting against, like, a corrupt power system or something like that, when they have some woman who they're just destroying her car, and, you know, this is a disabled woman. There's a very clear right and wrong here. The same shit happened during BLM. Yeah, and how do people look back at BLM? They look back at BLM like it was a scam, it was destructive, it didn't do anything, and the people that ran it were con artists. So literally the entire, like, if you, like, at the time, it was like you couldn't really criticize it because you just get banned on social media. But, like, now that people are able to criticize it, everybody hated that. People thought it was garbage. And so, yeah, I think this is really gonna, like, this will be judged very harshly in retrospect. Like, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, people will look back at this and be like, wow, this was totally uncalled for and ridiculous. I can't believe people did this. And I think this is how it is with almost everything. I mean, every single movement, basically, that begins and ends with destroying random people's property in order to, like, achieve some sort of, you know, like, amorphous political goal, then, yes, it's going to look bad. And so that's really how I see it. Why do they never learn? Because it's a different day. It's a different crop of 19-year-old revolutionary communists every single time. These are people who think that they can reinvent the world. They're just morons. I think that they don't really, and also think isn't what they do. They're not thinking to begin with. They're emotional. They are childish. They don't think about the consequences of their actions. They just do what feels good, and they do what their friends are doing. And that's literally all there is to it. There's not really a whole lot of fine print or, like, details beyond that. They're not deep thinkers. No, they're not. They can't see the bigger picture. No, and they don't want to. And if you try to tell them the bigger picture, they'll call you a racist. So yeah, no, if you have to disclaimer something to tell people not to destroy it, the people that are destroying it are the ones that are in the wrong. It's just not even a question. So I don't think they have the retrospection. The next generation will be embedded with the ideology, even if they do. Will be emboldened? I don't think so, because what's going to end up happening is that a lot of these Tesla people are going to end up going to jail for a really long time. And when that happens, it's going to set an example that this type of behavior, not only is it embarrassing and it doesn't achieve anything, but it also makes you end up going to jail. What's this? Goodbye, Trump.
Goodbye, Donald Trump. We're moving to Canada for real.
Oh, you guys weren't joking this time. Cool. Well, welcome to Canada, where houses cost twice as much and salaries are 30% lower, where our unemployment rate is 60% higher, where our GDP per capita grew the worst among the G20 countries, and it's not even close.
Wow.
The healthcare is free, except not really, and 74,000 people have died on wait lists in the last 7 years, where we just replaced our prime minister with an investment banker who didn't live here for the last 10 years, and who also likes to hang out with Jeffrey Epstein's wife, or your guy is probably just going to buy us when we go bankrupt anyways. But hey, at least we've got ketchup chips, milk and bags, and less wildfires.
Are these the self-deportations that Trump was talking about? Bagged milk sounds bad? Yeah, it sounds nasty, bro. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, wow, that sucks. So people are moving to Canada, and they're actually going there with their passport and everything. Good for them, man. Good for them. Have fun, enjoy it, and, you know, stay there. Stay there.
Face my claws!